This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It was a King Ranch, and it has everything King Ranch except the seats. I'll tell you about that in a second. It's got lariat seats. Everything else is King Ranch. Has 100,925 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Fort Worth, Texas. And let's see, basically it's on a salvage title, and it's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision, obviously. You'll be able to see 4 pictures of it before it left, and it looks just like this. Whoever owned this truck took really good care of it. Very nice truck. But they stole the King Ranch seats, and so it's very hard to find those for anything affordable at an affordable price. So we put lariat seats in it. Okay. Everything else is King Ranch in it. It's got lariat seats, which, by the way, I prefer. King Ranch seats, unless they're maintained perfectly, I think, you know, you gotta work with them, and saddle leather and all that crap, saddle soap and all that crap. It just, I don't know. Anyway, so we did that. I also am told the passenger mirror is in op. The reason we didn't change it out is it's painted. So if you want a passenger mirror that's painted, add $200 and we'll get one, and we'll get it painted. If you want a black one, add $129 and we'll put it on. Or if you just want it this way, those are your choices. Okay. Like I said, the seats are used. We also do an inspection, and the inspection ended up giving it a Rotella oil and filter, a battery, rear shocks, and a lock cylinder for the driver door that they broke when they stole it. Really nice truck. Like I said, it is on a salvage title, and whoever had this stolen had just bought brand new tires for it. And these are brand new tires on this truck, so that always indicates that somebody likes it enough to spend somewhere between $800 and maybe $1,100 on this truck right before it was stolen. A couple of little, you know, that type of stuff on the bumper. But basically, it's on a salvage title because the attorneys for the insurance company don't want to get sued in the future. That's why they do it, okay? If they sell it to us on a salvage title and we sell it to you and you kill yourself in it, obviously the insurance companies have more money than Wheel Kinetics. And if they sold it on a clear title, it might imply some warranty or some guarantee of some sort when they sold it to us. And your attorney would go after that, blah, 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 and sue the people who sold to us, which of course would not be good since they've already lost a fortune on this truck. So basically what they do is they give it a salvage title, throw the paperwork under the bus, and divorce the truck. They've already lost a ton of money when they paid out on this thing when it was stolen. And that's how they do it. Attorneys. There'll be a little 3-minute animated video in our ads that describe the situation. That's a brand new square too. That describes it for you really well. It's kind of a animated 3-minute video, and it's a little amusing as well. It's kind of worth the watch, even if you don't buy the truck. It's kind of funny. Boy, this guy was a good driver too, man. Usually you get all kinds of dings on the sides of these things, especially diesel trucks, as people use them. But this one was treated very well. Huh. Alrighty, I'm gonna fire this thing up. 100,927 miles. Alright. Now, before we go under the hood, I'll show you, give you some more information. Kelly Blue Book on this thing. I booked it as a lariat because it's got the lariat seats in it now, but it got the King Ranch. I mean, it is a King Ranch, but we're gonna book it as a lariat with 100,000 miles. Suggested retail price for a lariat is $23,533 dollars. So $23,500. There's the equipment that we booked it with. That'll be in the ad, so you don't have to really look through the video and freeze it. It's in the ad. It's a Liberty Mutual truck, and now it's Wheel Kinetics. This title will be in the ad Also, you can look at the Wheel Kinetics title. Let's see, what else? Let me open up the hood. We're going to be looking. I'm going to take the oil cap off and look for blow-by, which would be smoke from the oil, which is normal to have a little bit in the 6.0. And I would imagine, based on how this thing was maintained, it probably has almost none. None. That was predictable. There's a Ford stamp there. Indicates that that's the original fender. There's the Ford stamp right there. And the core support. Catalytic converter sticker. New battery on this side. There's the Ford stamp there. And there should be another one right there. This is an original battery. So everything's where it belongs on this truck, on the under the hood. Perfect. There's your driver rear window. A little bit of a mark there. That's kind of a, but that would clean up if you tried. These are really nice seats. The rear seat's really nice. We were going to change the badging on it, but we thought, you know what, you're going to see the before pictures, and you know, what's the point of that? You know, to put Lariat badges on it. And if you want us to do that for you, we could do that. About 50 or 60 bucks, but I don't think I would do that. Forward, back, up, down. So forward, down, up, down. Pretty minor wear. We had to drive up to Phoenix this morning to get these seats. They steal the seats out of them, not to sell the seats, but to make room for dope down in Mexico. That's what they do. They take the seats out to make room for dope. They put this one single seat in and drive it back. And I imagine somebody along the way sells those seats that they stole, or that they removed. And I wish I could find them, because they're getting harder and harder to find. We used to be able to find King Ranch seats really easily, and now we can't. Driver window, passenger window, that's your rear window, driver rear window, driver mirror, that's the one that matters the most. That one works fine. And like I said, passenger mirror out, in a little bit. That's about it. So that's done. Give you your options on that. Forward, back, up, down, tilt down, rear up, and rear down. There you go. Seat works fine. We got power pedals up, down. You hop in here, and the air's blowing ice cold, which is a beautiful thing. Let me turn that down so you can hear me a little better. It's cold in Tucson. Here's the rear slider. Alright, let me get a seatbelt on here. Alright, let's see. Turn the air up a little bit. It's getting a little warm. Alright, manual. There's the air up and down temperature. There's the fan. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it from the steering wheel controls. Fan up, down, temperature up, temperature down. Turn that air up a little bit. It is not nice out there. There you go. There's tow on and off right there. Let me do a systems check here. I've had this running for about an hour, just sitting here, and it's about 92, 93 degrees, something like that. So that's a good check of it warm. All right, there's that. All right, let me put it in a neutral. Let me go to 4 low. There's 4 low. And drive. This is a really nice truck. Brand new tires, brand new spare. And reverse in 4 low. That's perfect. Now we're gonna go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Drive. That's definitely 4 high. And reverse in 4 high. Perfect. Oh, that's a nice truck. Neutral. 2-wheel drive. Thank God for theft recoveries. Beautiful thing. Save a bunch of money just because it's a piece of paper. Just because the title, you can save a pound of money. All right. This is on a salvage title, as I mentioned. If you come here to drive it home, you need plates and insurance. You cannot get either on a salvage title. We have to take this truck down before you get here to get it inspected. We charge $200 to do that before you come. 50 goes to state, and 150 goes to us to cover our guy who gets up at 6 in the morning, gets it there, and basically he's tied up from about 6 in the morning to at least 10 or 11, maybe sometimes noon. They've been going a little quicker lately, but sometimes if they get real police work, then it takes even longer. Anyway, so it's $200 to restore the title. It is $250 dock fee. And then it's taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson plus whatever your state tax rate is. So here's how it goes. If you're going to come in and drive it home, you're going to pay $200 to restore the title, mandatory. $250 dock fee, mandatory. And then your state plus 2% city tax, and that's what you're going to pay. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price. If you want to add $200 to have us restore the title before it ships out, just add $200 and click the little tab that says restore, and we will do that for you. Boy, this is a nice truck. This would be a good truck to take to San Diego. Let's see, what else? Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once we receive your deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. This is a hell of a nice truck. These are the type with low miles. 100 on this thing is low. It's going to go really fast. I would imagine by the end of the weekend it'll be gone. So if you're going to go through the video and all the stuff and the pictures and thinking and talking and all that stuff with people, then be ready with a deposit, because there's a really good chance if you dawdle that you're going to get beat onto the deposit. Happens quite often on really nice vehicles like this. Warranty speech. There is no warranty. It's a 100,000 mile, 10-year-old truck. Okay. The people who built it gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years for a reason. The reason being they didn't know what would happen after that many miles or years, so they bailed and they built it. Okay. Now I think we're even more expert on the subject of a used 6.0 truck than they are. And we can't tell you that we know what's going to happen to it tomorrow. We can't tell you that we know what's going to happen to anything tomorrow. Okay. Any of our inventory. Anything could happen to anything the next day. They're machines and they're used, okay? So there's some risk. We try to give as much information to reduce that risk. We on 6.0s in the middle of our ad, you'll see an offer for $2,400 to do a bulletproof EGR cooler, a Ford oil cooler, and the IPR. That is about $2,000 less than anyone else will do it. That is only for people who buy our trucks and only for people who have it done before they take delivery. If you drive 10 feet off the property and change your mind and want it, we're going to charge you $4,000. Okay? This is just for our buyers, period. We don't really want to be in that business. Okay? We're great at it, but we don't want to do it. All right? It is some work, and it ties things up and slows our shop down. Okay? But if you're worried about it, this thing has no signs of that, no issues whatsoever. Obviously was well taken care of. But if you're worried about it, that's something you can do, in a preemptive fashion that would allay those fears. That being said, it could show up and need an injector the day you get it, or it could need a window motor, or it could need a door lock. All of those things you will be buying. We are not writing checks for this truck. Okay? So please, please, please realize that you're the owner and know what you're buying, do your research, and that's it. I'll tell you what, and I would take this thing to New York right now Thank you for your time.